Okay, it's probably time to talk about some conventions on the site. First convention is this thing we call a flag up here next to something. And what that's showing is it's showing where the page is being served from. So if we go to How to Wiki and we go to a page on a different site, we'll see that this is coming from a different site because it has a different icon. If we go to recent changes, we see here that it has a green halo. That green halo just means the page is dynamically created. It's being generated by the system. If we go to something outside of our site, where it's pulling JSON from outside of our site, we'll see it has a blue rimmed page, and that means it's being served from somewhere besides our site. If we go to a page, let's create this page. We start to create this page. Now I'm going to unplug my connection here. So I've unplugged my Cat5 cable, and now I try to make an edit, and you see that it gets this yellow halo. That yellow halo means, usually what it means is it tried to save to the server, and for some reason it couldn't, in this case, because, this. If we go back and we plug this in, and we make more edits, it's going to stay in that local state. So none of these changes have moved up to the server, and it's going to stay in that local state until we push the fork this page. And when that halo goes away, it means that these changes have been pushed up to the server. So 3 halos: blue, green, yellow. Blue is means coming from a different site. Green is the dynamically served page, and yellow means it's being served from your local storage and not from a site on the internet. Some other conventions: if we drag something over here and just drag it, we refresh this, we'll see that it was moved, right? This line is not over here anymore, it's over here. However, if we hold down Shift and drag, it will actually copy. So it doesn't look like that at first, but if you refresh, you'll see that it actually copied. There's 2 copies here. If we just double click, we'll edit the page. We have this neat feature: if you really need markup, you can put markup in there, and then you can convert this to an HTML block by Shift double clicking, and now it will interpret that as an HTML block, just as if you had gone down here and chosen the HTML tool. Another really important Shift modification is if we click a link here, it replaces the page in the lineup to the right. But if we want to have a page, if we want that page to open up at the end of the lineup, we hold down Shift and we click. We have a few writing conventions that I think are kind of important. One of the ones that we have is when we cite a source. I was just messing around with this. We don't link anything in the paragraph to a place outside the site. We link at the end of the paragraph, and the reason why is the link is really presented as if you really want to get out of Wiki and look at this, you can, but you're going to be going to a different environment, and we don't want the users to click a link and be booted out of Wiki when that's not what they intended. The link is not done as a title of what you're linking to, but as a descriptive word of the type of thing that it goes to. So it might go to a blog, right? Or it might go to, if it's going to Google Books or something like that, we use this keyword books. If it's going to something behind a paywall, we do that. And the reason why is we're using this link word. The reader knows that the link word will relate to the subject of the paragraph, so they don't need that. What they need to know is what to expect. Is it going to open up, if it's a PDF, is it going to open up a PDF? So this lets them know what sort of resource it is, because that will help them decide whether they want to click it or not. I don't know if you've had the experience of having a link in a blog, link to a PDF, and you're expecting to get to another blog or a short blurb or something like that, and suddenly you're watching Adobe Reader fire up or something. So that's the way we use the external links there at the end of the paragraph. We can also link internal pages at the end of paragraph. We do so with the page titles, just like in regular wiki. And there's two ways to do that. One is to see whatever the page is. We also do the traditional in text links, but these are usually capitalized as page titles, so that we know they're capitalized. And if you want, if you just want to say this but not litter your text with it, you can capitalize the text indicating that it is a page, but don't put the link there because it just makes the page seem a little noisy. We're really trying to reduce the amount of visual noise here. This person can always grab math applications and go into search. One of the conventions is just because paragraphs get dragged back and forth, as we saw, to try to make paragraphs about a single idea. If you're used to writing very long literary paragraphs, we suggest, just for the purposes of reuse, that you write shorter paragraphs. That's it, I think.